All right, welcome to Petite Professionals. Today I have ShayLee. Thank you so much for being on Petite Professionals. How
Yes,
are you
thank
doing today?
yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to finally connect with you, and this is gonna be so awesome.
Okay, so when I wrote down that I was interviewing you, I wrote down she wears many hats. So, can you share with us just some of the wonderful things that you do?
Yeah, so I currently work as a children's advocate for a domestic violence shelter, and then I also am a fundraising coordinator for a local nonprofit. And then I also run the social media for another nationwide nonprofit called Girls with Guts. And then I just do a whole bunch of other things. I just don't say no. And I don't
Hmm.
in a bad way, but I believe that every opportunity and networking experience can lead to something bigger and better. Like you never know what you're gonna do or the people you're gonna meet and the doors that are gonna be open. And so if I have the capacity, I'm a yes man.
Yeah, no, I love that. I didn't know that you did that for domestic violence shelters with kids. Um, do you mind me asking, like, what if you had a tip or advice that we could do with our children to help with preventing domestic violence? Do you have any tips? Like, I have a 6-year-old, so anything that I can help make him a better human.
Of course. So we obviously have our families that come into domestic violence. A lot of our kids witness abuse, sometimes not always experience it, but definitely witness it. So a lot of times we work with our children on what appropriate healthy relationships look like, what do boundaries look like, what is a good touch, what is a no touch, just those basic things that you should be teaching your kids anyways, but some parents just maybe don't have the skill set to do that or they weren't taught themselves. And so we really try and focus on those things, but sometimes our kids come with their own little traumas and experiences too. So it really just depends on what they're bringing to the table and what starts presenting itself while they're in shelter. Since we're only a 45-day shelter, we don't have a lot of time to work on things, and most of the time, some things have to be a long time work at for these kids and the
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing that. That's awesome that you provide that service. Okay, I know that you have your master's degree. I saw that online. What do you have your degree in?
So I have a master's in professional communication and I emphasize in civic advocacy.
Ooh, okay, so how is that process applying for school and how is getting your master's degree?
Not too bad. So I honestly was just graduating with my bachelor's. I did communications for my bachelor's as well. As I was walking around getting all my stuff for graduation, they had a booth for the master's program, and the director of the master's program, Professor Alt, was like, "Oh, you should join." And I was like, "Absolutely not. Like I got my degree all online. I don't know how I feel about going in person, mainly just because of my health. If I get sick, I have to drop out, and that's a lot of money on the table when if it's online, I can still do all the work and not have to worry about the money aspect or dropping out." And so he was like, "No, no, no, it's a go at your own pace. It's really simple. It's a 2-year program." He was like, "We'll work with you." I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "Applications have already closed, but if you submit yours, I'll accept you." And I was like, "Okay, I guess this is what I'm doing." I kind of always wanted to go get my master's, but I wanted a break, but then it just kind of doors opened, opportunities happened. So I took on the master's degree program. I started out, they said it was a 2-year program, and I started out taking the classes that they suggested, and I was like, this is so easy. I was like, can I take more classes? Because in my undergrad, I was really taking over 20 credit hours, and I had always had to
Wow.
get approval for taking more classes. And so I asked Professor Alt if I was able to take more classes, and he was like, if you want to, I'll approve it, but just so you know, these are more fast-paced classes, they're harder. I was like, okay, so I did the 1 semester of just a normal schedule, and then after that, I accelerated and I actually graduated a year early.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. That's awesome. Cool. Okay, so I have on here, what career advice would you give someone if they were wanting to pursue a career like yours?
It's not for everybody, and that's okay. Like, I really struggled at first with my job. For the first few weeks, I came home crying, and my mom literally was like, I don't think you can do this. I don't think you can do this. Like, you're crying every day. And I was like, it was really hard to leave work at work and home life at home. And so I really had to set those boundaries. And I think more importantly, I've learned just boundaries in general. Not only am I teaching boundaries to kid, but like the kids that I'm working with, but I'm teaching them to the adults as well. And I'm teaching them life skills that they should have. And while I'm doing that, I'm learning that I can set boundaries in my own life with family, friends, or other people. Like, I don't have to be this people pleaser person that I have always kind of been and grown up to be. And so it's not only changed my life, but I've been changing other people's lives. So I love my job, but it's definitely not for everybody, and that's okay.
Thank you. That's good advice. So, for where you work, do you guys have an urgent need list by chance, or anything that you guys like need anything of?
Yeah,
If
we
you,
yeah, I'm like
uh,
actually have like a Amazon wish list that you can find like on our website, or
okay.
you can always call like a donation coordinator and she can let you know what we're in need of. I'm like every
Cool.
domestic violence shelter in everybody's counties or states, wherever you're at, like if you
Mhm.
just call and talk to their donation coordinator, they'll tell you what they need.
That's awesome. So with SODA, I like to be able to donate to as many places as I can. So I'll definitely reach out to yours so I can donate something. Okay. And you were just at Petite USA as Mrs. Utah Petite. I didn't get a chance to meet you, but I got to see you on stage and you absolutely beautiful. I loved your gown.
Thank
Did
you.
you, so can you tell us a little bit about your experience at Nationals?
It was so fun. It was honestly so great to meet all the different sister queens that I've talked to, chatted with, and just really meet them in person and just know that like how they are presented online and what they're presenting in the community is definitely who they truly are in person as well. I feel like that's always kind of like something I'm always afraid of like we always put our best foot forward on social media and sometimes that's not actually who we are. But every single woman that I met was so kind, so sweet, and very service oriented. And so I loved being able to meet everybody and just make those connections stronger in person.
Mhm. That's awesome. I competed in 2024 and the same thing. Everyone was just so nice. Like that's I was like, I have to come back and watch because I knew some of the girls competing again. And I'm like, everyone was just so cool.
Yes.
It was a good time. That's awesome. So, what was your favorite part of competition?
Oh, that's hard. I don't know. I'm like, I definitely prefer interview, but after getting my scores back, my highest score was an evening gown, which I honestly thought was like my
Mm.
lowest. And so now my mind is like, what do I like?
I my highest was in fitness wear, and I was like, okay, like that. I have so much fun with fitness wear,
Yeah.
but that's awesome. I know with evening gown, I have such a hard time like doing like a serious face because I don't like I can't. I'm too awkward to be like
I'm
smooth
like,
like that.
walking slow is not my strong suit. Like, I have ADHD. Like, we got places to be,
we got
we
we
got
got to
things to
go to the next
yeah.
band.
So I'm always
Awesome.
nervous in evening gown because I always feel like I'm walking too fast and then like I feel like I'm overthinking it. And so I definitely did not expect that to be my highest scoring area, but I was like, oh, okay.
That's awesome. Well, I was in the crowd and you did not walk fast. You had a good speed. So good pace. And then, okay, I have to know because I love outfits. What was your favorite outfit you wore that week at Nationals?
I loved
If
my
you had to pick
sparkle.
one.
Yeah, my sparkle party outfit was my favorite.
You guys all bring it. Like I saw the pictures and there were some good ones.
I think that's also like one of the first outfits I bought too. I was like, yes.
Sparkle party. That's awesome. Well, okay, so anything that you want to share advice wise, pageant or career or both, is there anything you want to share with anyone watching this video?
Sure. I'm not super old, but I feel like I said earlier, like making connections and putting yourself in different situations definitely open doors. I've always lived by like, don't live in comfort. That's like always like been my favorite quote of like, you can't grow in comfort, like you always have to grow in discomfort. And so I've always taken that as like, if I'm feeling anxious or nervous about something, or I'm just not sure if I'm going to be good at something because I'm definitely that perfectionist type personality. I always just have to remind myself that there can be growth in this and there can be good opportunities and good things that come out of this just by being a little uncomfortable. So,
Putting yourself out there and just trying. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. That's good advice. Well, I appreciate you making time. My mom and I did the Alzheimer's walk, so I I'm in my car. But hey, do you have anything exciting coming up with you? Anything you want to share?
I have an event next week. I am speaking at a walk slash run event too. There's a whole bunch of those going on right now. But it's for a company
Hmm.
called Donor Connect, and we actually were just on the news yesterday trying to get more people to sign up. Donor Connect is a company based on bringing donor families and recipients together. So they can connect with those people who passed away, their loved ones who, provided life to other people. And so I love their mission. As somebody who's on a transplant list, I super advocate for organ donation. And so I'm excited to go share my story and hopefully inspire people to sign up to become donors. But
That's
other than
awesome.
that, I'm like, other than that, I have stuff on my calendar like every week.
Yeah, you have such a servant's heart. I'm just so impressed with all the stuff you have going on. So when is that walk? What's the
That
date?
is next Saturday on the 20th.
Okay, okay. So there's still a little time for people to sign up. I got my mom to do this walk today, so you
I
can get
love that.
people.
Yeah, I love that they're like run or walk because like as somebody who's not a runner at all, like I'm not very fitness oriented and especially with my health, like no. But I love that it like you don't have to be a runner. You don't have to be
Mhm.
physically fit. Like you can come, be there for a good cause, have fun, and just walk. Like and just get some
Mhm.
vitamin D. Like if anything else, like you got some sunshine and everybody needs sunshine. So there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
100%. Yep. So, and then just get your steps in for the day and go at your own speed. I love it. But I appreciate your time so much, and I hope we can connect in person someday. And I'll keep seeing you on social media.
You as well. Yeah, I will be at Nationals next year, so I'll definitely connect with you there.
So are you coming back as Utah?
Yes, I am.
Yay! I like wanted to ask, but I didn't know if it was like something you were announcing yet, so I didn't want to like put you on the spot.
I haven't like officially announced it or anything. I'm waiting to pay my registration fees and get my crown and everything, but no, it's not like,
Top secret.
oh no.
I don't have to edit this out.
No, you're good. I'm like, no, I honestly, the only thing I was kind of nervous about was coming back as Utah because I was thinking maybe of changing my title to like Midwest or something and just kind of expanding it. But
Yeah.
after talking to like Jenna and the board and like my pageant coach and just really going over like the pros and cons of each title, I just decided to go with Utah. And
Go
so
back. Yeah.
I'm
That's
excited.
awesome. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations. And I'm excited that I get to like meet you in person.
it's gonna be awesome.
Cool. I'm excited. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday and I'll talk to you later.
You as well. See ya.
Bye.